channels from Panama City and most markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. It's more than sports. Scorpion TV offers premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, 200+ entertainment and news networks. Or watch thousands of movies on demand. All for just $45 a month when you use the ESPN NW promo code at checkout. Watch on up to 5 devices at the same time. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. Scorpion TV gives you everything you want for less. Cut the cord, not the fun. To score Scorpion TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click on the Scorpion TV logo. Don't forget our promo code ESPNNW.
WGSX Lynn Haven WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
I mean, this is not number one. What is? Chad Mitchell's backyard? Maybe. I don't know. Are we on the air? Are we live? Are we going?
We're on the air. There was a few things that were amiss, and it threw my whole. You know, if one little thing doesn't go right, then the other little things don't go right.
You get hoppy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're on the air.
All right. What happened?
So
we lost power.
You and Doc quit cussing in there.
No, never.
I didn't hear any beeps.
No. We were at the water park Saturday, and they started running everybody out of the water, and we could see that the clouds getting darker. But I never thought it'd hit there. And at one time they were talking about shutting it down the rest of the day, but it never. I don't know if they did. Now we went ahead and left, but it never hit there. But it was strong other parts in Bay County. Anyway, we got knocked off the air here on ESPN. Everything on this side of Thomas Drive got knocked off the air. Randy calls, and I said, yeah, I'll go up there. I go up there, I got one computer turned back on. The other two had no clue what to do. And all I had to do is push a button in. But anyway.
None of us are surprised.
So we go back home, and we're watching, what were we watching? What were we watching?
I don't know.
Trump destroying Iran? Was that what we were? I can't remember. We were watching something on TV, and Randy's crying. Can anybody fix the computer? Anyway, so Julie asked, let's go help Randy out. Nobody else is responding. So do it. Wildcat sure is not responding. It's a group text. All these. I didn't know who all's on this phone list. To be honest with you, I don't know who all's on there. I don't know. I don't want to know. But anyway. We come up here, and Julie had those things fixed in 2 minutes. She wouldn't. That control room got done. She got that one done. Of course, she's an expert in computers, like Chad is in robotic surgery. She's kind of like that in computers. You could say, well, that's good.
Well,
you
that's
could
really
respond.
good.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you for responding. He got a donut in his mouth or something. I don't know what the hell.
Listen to this.
Wildcat, I want to thank you for bringing these Dunkin' Donuts. You can't say what the brand, but the Dunkin' Donuts he brought in, they were really good. I have not had donuts in so long because I try and be good. But
they're just little donut holes in them.
Pretty good. Chad, do you like yours?
Yeah, they're good.
Were you shocked that he thought about us?
Yes.
I was too. I was like, damn,
I love it.
Well, they sure look good, but I haven't had any yet.
Not like him.
The only knock against him is that he likes Kentucky.
Well,
Oh, man. We're going to experience more technical difficulties in a minute.
is it true that Chad's brother, a lot of you don't know this, Chad's twin, not Chad's twin, I'm sorry, Smitty's twin, officiates college baseball. And he was the guy that threw the head coach and first base coach from Coastal Carolina out of the game. That was Smitty's twin. They got tempers. I don't know what they can't handle somebody getting in
Oh,
their
my
face. They can't handle somebody
Bit of the
disagreeing with them.
Irish blood that runs through me
Yeah.
there.
So his brother throws out in the first
Jimmy
inning, man. Why the first inning? Couldn't you warn him and give him a little shot, a little chance? You throw him out right
No,
then.
we don't play.
I'll tell you what, they don't play. Anyway, LSU, baby. What do we say? Who's going to win it all? Who do we
LSU.
say?
Yeah, they look too good. And
You got to give Coastal Carolina credit.
Yeah, they made it to the dance.
Yeah, they should have never beat Southern Mississippi, but they did. So give them credit.
Hey, they went all the way to the big dance. I mean, what can you say?
Incredible year, and if their coach didn't get thrown out the first inning, they still get beat, but still. And no way they're going to beat the SEC, baby. It ain't going to happen. Wait till I see the Buckeye twins tomorrow, which hate the SEC. Hate them with a passion, especially
We're going
Brown.
to start trouble tomorrow, too, huh?
No, absolutely. I can't wait to get them in there. And Ryan Mulvey, I know, and bless his heart, I know he's upset. His heart is broken. I mean, it's broken. They're right there, almost get it done. But, hey, Ryan, it's the SEC. It's the SEC, baby. And why do people not like us? I don't understand. People that do not like the SEC
It's
people.
lonely at the top.
I guess.
That's why.
We never brag. We never rub it in. How many years in a row now, baseball? 6 years in a row, SEC's won the world championship. Wow. Where's Bill Allen? I hadn't heard from him in a while. Where's the mayor? I think the mayor is asleep.
Speaking of phone calls, 215-6290.
Yeah.
If you want to
215-6290. Hey, what about Chad Mitchell's nephews up in Wisconsin? They're suing Miami for tampering with their players. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Could you imagine they want to do depositions with Miami coaching staff, Wisconsin coach? We want to see your phone records. We want to see every text, every email. Man, you talking about opening up a can of worms.
Coaches are known for keeping such things like that.
Baby. I mean, really, this could get ugly.
It could.
But the thing about it, we'll see. We shall see. I mean, people have been doing it, and all of a sudden you're going to sue one school to put a little Miami, little private school down south?
Listen, this is just what it opens it up to. When you start doing money like that, now it's a free-for-all.
Money is the root of all evil.
It is, and it's just going to be
You love it.
That and creature comfort.
lawsuits. I mean, next it'll be Alabama suing Michigan because they cheated.
No, that was the Buckeyes. That was the Buckeyes, the Big Ten team. So that has gone on. Have you been paying attention?
No, I have been.
Yeah, that's the Buckeye twin. I think when everything comes out, you're going to find out Jason and Jim Durant were behind all the lawsuits. That's going to be the breaking news. What? Why was this keep being
started
pushed?
right here.
Jim Durant, Jason Kowaleski, what?
Oh,
And Eddie's going to hire a lawyer.
Hey, sue them. Go after them. Unbelievable. It's crazy.
Oh.
But anyway, the World Series is over, and the LSU Fighting Tigers, you never can count them out. You never can count out LSU. They get it done. Guess who I saw yesterday? Jay Michaels.
who?
Coop, Mr. Moss.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw him. Man, he's looking good. He's heading out, leaving Tuesday. Leaving on that, take him to the train station on Tuesday. He's gone.
Pack a bag.
Pack a bag. He said, we'll miss him.
You know, what I thought was odd over the weekend was the National Hockey League.
Oh, did you hear about that? Did you hear about that?
You have to laugh.
I mean, I couldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
I didn't hear this.
You didn't hear
So-
about this?
No, so tell me.
Oh, my
tell
God.
what's going on?
Okay, so the floor, and I don't follow hockey, so I'm not
Why
real.
did you bring it
But
up?
the Florida team, well, I followed it.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you
It's a
didn't
news
follow it, but
story.
you did. Yet you bring it up. I don't know. Go ahead. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
Florida beat the team out of Ottawa or wherever that was, Canada. Doesn't it seem just kind of ironic that at Florida, a place where it rarely sees ice, can go on an ice hockey ring.
They do have
and
indoor
beat
facilities.
the snot out of somebody that sees
Have
ice.
you not been paying attention to
We do.
hockey? I mean, the Florida Panthers are pretty
Yeah,
dang good.
the whole state. We grow up in the
Pretty
state
good.
playing it, loving it. I mean, what do you expect?
Lord knows we have so many lakes. That
You did not
freeze
see the
over
snow
down
this
here.
past winter?
I did see that. Yeah, 4.5
you just got
inches
to
in
say
my
we don't have it. We did have it.
Yeah, okay.
They got a really good Zamboni driving around.
Yeah, we all grew up playing it right here in the great state of Florida, man. But whatever we do, we're good at in the state of Florida. You know better than that.
Help me, somebody.
But, hey, what about national news? Did you ever in your lifetime think that any president had enough guts to do what's right? I mean, he went in there. He told them. He told them. They thought they were coming out of the West. They came out of the East. Unbelievable. Not one scratch to one plane.
Well, now the news this morning is that the Strait of Hormuz is going to be closed off by Iran. So I'm just telling you, it's going to get very interesting.
It's like Bad Beach Road, you're telling me, right?
Yeah. I think we ought to focus on sports.
It's just like Back Beach Road in Panama City Beach.
They'll find another way around
it.
But it's going to
go open up Phillip Inlet or something. Hell, we'll be all right. Unbelievable. Golly. Anyway, history is being made. Things are happening we never thought would happen. And
let's
it's
just
just
hope
incredible.
it doesn't keep escalating.
Hey, you know what?
There's one.
Doesn't happen to you. It happens.
Well, there's one side that wants to keep escalating it, and it's
Chad,
in my
all
opinion
these
bad
years.
actors. But that's what I'll stick to.
All these years, we've told you it doesn't happen to you. It happens for you when you think it's the worst thing on earth.
Yep.
Which it could be, but it's going to turn out to be something good in the long run. We hope. We hope. And that's all we can do is pray and hope. But anyway, I tell you something else we got to pray for. That is the John Smitty of the world. I love this guy. He's going through something very difficult right now. And if you would help out, we certainly appreciate it. Mr. Vandergriff was awful kind to you, wasn't he?
Oh, my gosh. Talk about
what a nice man.
Mr. Vandergriff, of course, Doc
Yeah.
Mitchell, and a lot of people that went on the GoFundMe page
Yep.
and for whatever reason remained anonymous on it, have sent some things, and so we got enough to get up there. And
you're going to get more than that, buddy. But anyway, you just hush for a second.
Okay.
GoFundMe. Go look it up. GoFundMe. Look up John Smitty. S-M-I-D-D-Y. At one time in his life, he spelled it S-M-I-T-T-Y, and we changed it to D-D-Y. Let me tell you one more time. John Smitty. That's his Wildcats. That's his real name. Wildcat's real name is John Smitty. S-M-I-D-D-Y. Look it up. GoFundMe. If you can give $5, $10, $20, whatever you can do, please do so. They're going to need some help. We don't know when the surgery's going to be. We're thinking next week. And we'll be off all next week. This is the 4th of July. We always take off the week of 4th of July because we believe in America and we're lazy. So we're definitely taking off that whole week. Chad will be back the 7th, July 7th, correct?
Yes.
So we're back in the saddle then. So anyway, if you can help out John Smitty, we certainly appreciate it. I've given so much as I can't give anymore. I've done about as much as I can.
And the prayers and the kind words, that means more to me than I can express without going into blubbering tears, and then I'll short out the equipment and we'll really be in trouble.
I've been giving him a lot of hugs and kisses, so that he said that's all. I had it recorded. That's all you needed.
It was shorting out right there.
All you need. But if you can give, please do so. We certainly appreciate that. Chad, what's the best way to get up with this guy? Let me brag on this man. This will be his 26 years on Bay County sidelines. This has never happened anywhere in the park. Heck, hell, probably the Southeast. Doctors just don't do that. Lawyers don't do that. Bankers don't do that. Chad Mitchell does. He was raised by a great family. They always gave back to wherever community they lived in. He saw his dad and mom do the same things. He's grown up with a great heart. He helps every way he possibly can. 26 years free time taking care of Bay County athletes. If you get injured, he'll do the same for you. What's the best way to get up with the legendary Chad Mitchell?
Call Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
One of the first ones trained in robotic surgery. He's incredible. People come from miles away, all over, Montgomery, everywhere to get. And I had one call me. Can you hook me up with him? I said, absolutely, I can. We can do that. As a matter of fact, call me if you want his personal cell phone. Give me a call for a little bit of fine. We'll give it to you. Remember that one person kept calling you?
24 hours a day.
Chad goes, why did you give him my cell phone? I said, well, you didn't say not to. You did not say not do that.
He'll answer your questions 24 hours a day.
Chad's incredible. He is incredible. No doubt about that. Also, the day is Monday. Our date. What's the date today? Please tell me.
23rd.
The 23rd of June. Everything is cleared so far as tropical systems. Everything's looking pretty. Now, if you're out west of Mexico, you might be have a little problems. But we've been lucky so far. It's going to be hot. It's going to get hotter. And if you have a problem with your body, go see Chad Mitchell. If you have a problem at your house, keeping your air conditioning, cooling system, heating system, There's only one place you go to. Robotics, Stevenson Air Conditioning. They are incredible. Jason's one of the first ones, robotic, personal, air conditioning, comfort, creature comfort.
Confused. You're mixing some ads.
I thought you said something else there for a minute.
No more sugary donuts.
I'm off the roof right now.
Yeah.
I hadn't done this a long time, these donuts. My blood's trying to get through the veins. Kick my chest here in a minute. Get it going.
Sure.
Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. They don't care how hot it is. They don't care how cold it is. They don't care what time, day, and night you call. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle, Florida. They'll be there for you. Be there. Anyway, they'll be there, I'm telling you. Also, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. We had a great lunch yesterday. Let me tell you what we did yesterday. Jared texts Julie and goes, the girls want to hang out. We said, oh, yeah, great. We'll take them to the water park and we'll get back and watch the baseball game. No, They were in the sun too much. They didn't properly have enough suntan lotion on. Leighton looked like she got way too much sun.
Y'all?
No, we didn't do that. No, Kimasabi, we didn't do that. They did that. And I'm going to point it out to both of them because if I would have done it, they'd had a fit. So anyway, we took them. We took them to J. Michael's, had a great lunch, had a wonderful time there. We head on down to Pier Park. We went Front Beach Road. You know what? This is a key. We went Front Beach Road the entire way and got there quicker if we'd have gone Back Beach. Nobody goes on Front Beach because they figure there's no way. You go Back Beach, you're stuck in traffic. We get to the movie. We watched the movie. It was really good, too. It was called Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I think it was called Train Your Dragon. And I thought it was a cartoon, but it's not. It's a regular movie. It was good. I enjoyed it. The girls enjoyed it. I fell asleep in it, but it was good. And I missed the entire baseball game. I hate that. After the baseball game, what do? I mean, after the movie, we go to Target, some other places, shop. They had a great time. Come home. They spent the night. We had a wonderful time. I love those girls. Lorelei Leighton. I saw Johnny yesterday. He finally said Papa. My heart melted. Anyway, what were we talking about? I got off track. Forgive me. We'll be right back. 104.3 Cocaine's a hell of a drug. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Or donuts.
Donuts.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The afternoon underdogs.
That the home run leader and hit leader of all time in the MLB are both kept out of the Hall of Fame because of really egregious lapses in character. Put them in the museum part of the Hall of Fame, sure, but a plaque glorifies them. I don't want to see Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. That's my take on it.
4 to 6 weekdays. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Monday's weather forecast. Possible thunderstorms and some sun this afternoon, anything with a high near 90 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 78. About the same tomorrow, around 89 with sunshine most of the day except isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. A mixture of mostly sunshine and scattered thunderstorms Wednesday and very warm around 91. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red royals, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting is a fifth-generation contracting company based right here out of Bay County. TK Vandy's expertise in commercial and residential roofing, as well as a design, build general contractor, set them aside as a versatile and fresh alternative to achieve your construction needs. Contact TK Vandy Roofing, 850-866-9908, or email support@tkvandy.com. They can't wait to help you.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
No way. welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're looking at the biggest hammerhead shark ever documented in the Bahamas. It looks like it's like a semi-truck, doesn't it? That's huge. Is that you feeding it?
It's not me.
There's actually there's this dive team down there. One's video, the other ones gave it a fish, and they got spear guns, and that spear gun would do nothing to this
It wasn't
shark.
too long ago that there was a school of hammerheads just right off the beaches right here.
Oh, yeah, we have them here.
We got a lot of them here. But down in southwest Florida, Lee County, down that way, there's some huge ones. I've got the name of the island now.
Is that where that is?
No, this is the Bahamas. But look at the size of this sucker compared to that man. This is one of the biggest I've ever seen. He's
big.
huge hammerhead.
They like that warm southern water.
I can't get over how big this
The problem is they're feeding him fish. And so now every time he sees a diver, he's going to go up and want something to eat.
It's like, is that a fish in your hand? Does it?
Believe me, he could swallow this man one bite. I mean, I don't think that little fish not getting it done. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, do not feed hammerheads. You heard Chad right here. Please do not feed the hammerheads. They will swim up in your backyard, come onto the land. Do not feed hammerheads. That's Chad Mitchell. Thank you, Chad. All right, LSU fighting. Let's talk a little bit about LSU, what they've done this year in baseball. It's incredible. Saturday they put it on them in an unbelievable pitching duel. LSU won. Coastal Carolina zip in that was a great baseball game. I got to watch that one. Again, repeating information. I did not get to watch the game on Sunday because both the girls, Lorelei Layton, were up watching a movie. And we missed the baseball game. And after that, we couldn't go home. No. Layton wanted to go to Target. So we went to Target, and they went shopping. And we missed the game. But LSU 5, Coastal Carolina 3. Coastal Carolina came back at kind of the end of the game. It was most of the game was 5-1 from what I understand. But the first inning, Chad, the official threw them out quickly, did not play around. Then they threw out the first baseman, coach for Coastal Carolina. 2 coaches gone right off the bat. Now, some people could argue, say, we had both our coaches. We had them both our coaches. We win that game. We were coming back, but we needed that leadership to win the game. I say not so fast, my friend. Coaches, players don't play. Players play, coaches coach, right?
Yeah, but coaches do have and it's a psychological impact.
Psychological. Talk about that.
So I don't know. This may be a criticism, for what it's worth. If I'm a head coach, you don't want to get thrown out in the first inning. You want to wait till later in the game.
Wait till it gets hot in the dugout.
I mean, I get the bad. I get, that you think there's a bad call, something's not right. All the things that happen
in the first inning.
You got to keep your cool, right, and it matters. And if you're gone in the first inning, you're not helping anybody.
Well, Wildcat, help us now. What if you're the ump in first place? You're going, wouldn't you think, well, look, this is the first inning. He's acting kind of, maybe we should be a little lenient and just,
and lose control of the game.
Get him, that's good.
We've seen that.
Or it's hot out here, let's nip this in the bud. You're out of here.
Exactly. I'm not listening to you. I'm too hot.
Get back in your dugout. Get back in there right now. I'm going to tell you right now, get back in there right now. I've had enough. If not, you're going to be gone. Now, you better think about this. But no, you're gone. You're out.
Fair.
Kind of like Chad threw me out of Austin one time. You're out of here. He's out. And he ain't calling anymore. And if you know what? If Coastal Carolina would have won that game, which we knew was not impossible, if they're playing the SEC, there's no way. There's no way, Buckeye boys, they can beat the SEC. So anyway, he's not going to coach if it had been a miracle, if Coastal Carolina could have won that game, which would have been truly a miracle. That's like Iran trying to, anyway. There's no way. It's SEC, baby. So anyway, he would not have coached the next day. He'd have been suspended for multiple games, I believe. Then the first baseman, I saw the video, but to me, it looked like he wasn't that bad. I don't know what he said. Maybe he said some pretty bad words. But I don't know, man. I can see Coastal Carolina's AD upset. I can see Coastal Carolina fans upset. But Chad's right. There's rules. And if you go strictly by the rules, they can do what they did, and they did it.
Yeah.
What did the NCAA say about Chadrick?
Well, I don't know what the NCAA
well, they said no.
I do know that Coastal Carolina did beat Auburn twice.
We're not talking about Auburn.
You said you were talking about the SEC.
We're not talking about
twice. I mean Auburn twice.
But that wasn't at the
in the bracket.
That was not at the World Series.
So far fetched.
Well, it's in they.
That was a fluke.
They won the Super Regional.
That was a fluke. Twice fluke.
Twice.
Auburn had the flu. The whole team had the flu. All right, go
we
look
know
it up.
who had the flu. We know who has the flu currently. He's got the donut flu.
Hey, Lorelei Layton, tell Nana to make you a waffle. They're really good.
And
make
put
her,
on some
make her work
sunscreen.
hard. Yeah, Layton, put some sunscreen on. Don't go in that sun without sunscreen. Golly. Anyway.
Where were you?
Where were we?
I guess we got a lot to talk about today.
I got Laura goes, you leaving now? Yeah, I got to go to work. Anyway.
So you don't think it was fair that they threw him out?
I mean, I wish that. I just wish it wouldn't have happened. Coastal Carolina had an unbelievable season. They're a great baseball team. To win 25 straight games. Remember we talked about, Chad, it's so hard to win that many games in a row. Sooner or later, you're going to lose a game. Now, we didn't think they'd lose both of them back-to-back. Kind of thought it would go to 3 games. But then again, they were playing the SEC and LSU, so who knows. Brian Norman, the head baseball coach at Bozeman, extremely happy. He texted me. We text one another. He was
head baseball coach.
He goes go Tigers. So that means you're really happy when you say go Tigers. Really, that was the only comment. Go Tigers.
Oh.
Hey, did you like the game? Go Tigers.
I hope Coach Jones is listening.
Yeah. Did you love it? Go Tigers. Can you believe they did it in 2 games? Go Tigers. I mean, there's no response. It's just go Tigers. That means you're happy in LSU land. But, hey, 6 years, 6 straight years, SEC wins the College World Series in baseball. We did it in football. We owned football for so long. And then now the Big Ten is completely taken away. They're the new big bullies on this block. Michigan gets it done. They beat Bama, and then they toy around with Washington in 2023. 2024, the Buckeyes just made you think they weren't any good. They toy around, get beat by Michigan. They go on the road, get beat early in the year by Oregon. Then they flex their muscles and beat people like they've never played so many top-ranked teams in a row. Did something that's never been done in college football history. The Big Ten is college football. Now, out of the big 3, the big 3 sports, and we always say this and people get mad. I know soccer's big and everything like that, but truly, traditionally the big 3, you're talking about football, basketball, baseball. Basketball, everybody talks about Auburn. People even mentioned Alabama, Tennessee, some other schools. But no, the Florida Gators dominate and win the national championship. Just took it to everybody.
And they worked their way up.
They went through sex scandals. They went through everything you can think of, injuries, and the Gators win the national championship. SEC dominated college basketball. Baseball, all those rankings. We questioned this. Remember we talked about this? Was the SEC overrated because everybody's getting knocked out? Yeah. We didn't have the run we thought in the regions. Auburn lost to Coastal Carolina. Embarrassing. I mean, they lost to Coastal Carolina. Can you believe that?
Coastal Carolina.
Alabama loses to Southern Mississippi. Can you believe that? The Golden Eagles put it on them. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, Tennessee, we all get beat. Of course, we're playing each other, some of them. But
were you secretly giving money to Southern Mississippi?
I cannot talk. Wait a minute, you said a key word, giving money. I think everybody knows that ain't happening. I've given him hugs, but I ain't giving him
more
money.
like extorting money.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let me ask you this. Was the real national championship game Arkansas, LSU? When everything, you've been fair and balanced. Were those not the 2 best teams?
I don't know.
LSU, Arkansas. Why do we give this? Why are we playing around like Coastal Carolina could play with the SEC
Coastal
teams?
Carolina earned it.
Come on.
I don't know why you think they didn't. I think they earned to be there.
Come
they
on,
earned
man.
the right
I was
to be
yawning
there.
when they were in there. I'm just trying to get Ryan mad. That's all I'm doing. It's working pretty good. Anyway, no, Coastal Carolina's good. No, but I'm just saying though, was Arkansas and LSU probably the national championship game?
No.
Okay. All right. So if Arkansas was in the other bracket, Coastal Carolina would have beaten them, right? Is that what you're saying? That's what I think I hear you saying.
I mean, you never know how a baseball game's going to go. That's why you play them. But I think Coastal Carolina deserved to be there. I really do.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
They obviously deserve to be there.
They deserve it, but they're not going to be the SEC team for a championship. Come on, man. We're talking championships.
You don't like rooting for the underdogs at all.
Yeah, I'm just giving the Buckeye boys a really hard time because I know they can't stand the SEC.
You're going to be fired up. They're both going to be fired up tomorrow.
Yeah. No, they'll handle it pretty well, really. All right, let's talk about some of our... We get back. Chad's going to tell us what's going on down in Florida State and Tallahassee. We're getting closer and closer to Alabama, FSU, 2:30 ABC, August 30th. It's going to be hot. It's going to be exciting. We're going to find out a lot about both coaches' staffs. Both teams cannot wait for that football game. Week 1 of college football is incredible. And again, congratulations to LSU Fighting Tigers for winning another national championship. I think they've won like 8 now in a row. I've got that written down somewhere. All right, let's talk about some great people we have. I want to appreciate and thank all of our wonderful sponsors. David Adams Fine Jewelry. If you're looking for something special for that special person like Lorelei, Layton, you want to go to David Adams Jewelry. Russ and Amber will help you out. They do incredible work. Wonderful people.
And they still have the newest displays of their estate sale in the cases out there. It's stuff from $5 to $5,000,
$500,000.
And while you're standing there, have your jewelry inspected, have it cleaned. That's all free. And while they're doing that, check out all the new display of the estate sale that they've got going on. Talk to them, haggle a little bit.
They'll deal with you. They'll deal with you.
830 Highway 77.
If you want something designed and made specially, they'll do that. I mean, they're incredible.
They did that for me right there.
They don't mail things off to get clean. They do it right there. They repair right there. They're the best. They're like,
and they
remind me of Chad Mitchell. The best of what they do. I'll tell you another great place is Beef O'Brady's, and Chad told me the same thing. He loves it. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven is incredible. Pat Perno, city commissioner there, wonderful man. He trains them up unbelievably. They always treat you like family. Great place to watch sporting events, having a great meal. After you're down shopping at David Adams, head on down to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Every Wednesday, 10 wings inside for $9.99. Go check it out. Tell them Coach sent you. You'll love it. El Rodeo, Tequila Bar and Grill, right across the street from Navy Base. I love their taco salads. It's outstanding. They got the best fajitas, chicken, steaks, unbelievable. Go check it out. You'll love it. Great place to have a birthday party. Huge facility right across the street from the Navy Base on beautiful Panama City Beach. The best happy hour anywhere. You buy one, you get one free. Yes, I said it. Buy one, you get one free. House wine, margarita, draft beer. El Rodeo Tequila Bar Grill. David opened a brand new one. Front Beach Road. The address is 10908 Front Beach Road. Keep on going around past Walmart. Keep on going down to the right-hand side. You'll see it. Big, beautiful facility. Go check it out. I guarantee you, you'll love it. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, birthday capital of the South. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest for the home of Lorelei and Layton's radio network. Layton told me, Papa, you are not retiring. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The afternoon underdogs.
Been the same thing with LSU outside of a single game. They've been the most consistent team on the diamond, defensively, offensively, pitching-wise. They haven't made mistakes. They've gotten out of jams. They've had timely hitting. Oh, and they know how to field their positions in the ninth inning as well.
4 to 6 weekdays. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive across from the Navy Base. And 10908 Front Beach Road.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
No one one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
On the Happy Face truck today.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU Update is brought to you by Newbies. Get out to one of the 4 great locations in beautiful Panama City Beach. Of course, the legendary Mothership. The best entertainment every weekend. I would say this, it's about every single day. It's incredible. Charlotte does such a wonderful job. They sign the best talent in the South, heck, in the country. They come in there, perform. People go crazy. They love it. Great atmosphere, wonderful place. Get out to the Mothership, Miss Newbies. Newbies on the Curve, watch all kinds of sporting events. Play pool. I love it in the wintertime. They have the fireplace down there. They remodeled the inside. It was incredible. Go check it out. But I want to thank John and Charlotte for always giving back to the community. They got great hearts. They're wonderful people. Get down to one of the 4 Newbies and tell them Coach sent you. Also, as I have time, I'd like to also brag on another doctor. Dr. Ward, the guy is incredible. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. If you have kids and you don't put suntan lotion on them, they get burnt. This is a bad thing.
Sunscreen.
Yeah, sunscreen.
Sunblock.
Yes.
Not suntan.
Lotion.
There is a difference.
No.
Yes, there is. Ain't there, Doc? Back me up
a
here,
little
Doc.
bit, little bit of difference.
I'll let y'all fight it out.
A little bit of difference. Put that sunscreen on, protect that skin. You know, if Leighton was been me, she never got burnt. Anyway, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. If you're a female out there, there's 2 things you really got to be concerned about. Breast cancer, skin cancer. Okay? Dr. Ward's got offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. If it doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, discomfort, go see Dr. Ward. The guy's incredible. Listen to him every Wednesday right here on the legendary 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the Atlanta Braves. Dr. Chad Mitchell, robotic king himself, what do you have right now on the Florida State Seminoles?
Well, the Seminoles are trying to move up the ladder here in the rankings for the 2026 recruiting. And according to 247 Sports, of course, there are others you can follow, but according to 247 Sports, Florida State's ranked number 19th right now. And just to put it in perspective, their rivals like Florida are 13th and Miami's number 8 right now. But it is early in the season. But Florida State was able to steal, and I say that, kind of tongue-in-cheek, but they were able to steal a 2026 quarterback, this Jaden O'Neal. He's a former California quarterback that's in Oklahoma currently. He's going into his senior year, and he flips his commitment to Florida State from Oklahoma. And you know the reason why?
Why?
Gus Malzahn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of talent that is flipped to Florida State over the last year because of this whole hiring of Gus Malzahn. I think they're excited about being a part of his offense. I mean, they saw what he did at Auburn. They saw what he did at UCF, although UCF not as successful. I think that matters. So this O'Neal kid, he's 6'3", 215 pounds.
And can run.
And he'll play for Mustang High in Oklahoma. I was looking for his rushing stats, and they really didn't give any rushing stats. Mm-hmm. They gave the passing yardage. And so he played 10 games in his junior year, 3,040 yards, 61% completion percentage.
It's pretty good, 340 yards a game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, not a game, 3,040 yards in the season.
40 yards. That's over 300 yards a game.
Yeah, right.
Games,
Yeah. And
I can do math.
He threw 28 touchdowns, and guess how many interceptions he threw?
7.
4.
4. Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can see why FSU and Oklahoma were definitely interested in this kid. Anyway, it's a blue chip quarterback committed
Jack,
to
can I say
Florida
something
State.
about this quarterback?
You always do.
If you're a quarterback and you know your skill sets, I'm not really a great standard drop back passer, throw the ball all over the field, but I can run and I can throw. Well, then you definitely want to go to somewhere like Gus Malzahn because he's going to take care of your legs, he's going to take care of your arm. You're just going to be a better all-around ball player if you can do both. And that's what if they get a quarterback and do it all, they're going to be really good because his offense is all about the quarterback, like most of them are. But I like his offense. It puts pressure on a defense. It makes you do a lot of things you don't want to do. I like Gus Malzahn hire there. I think it's a great hire at FSU.
So now we'll move on to what I would refer to as a nostalgia moment. Last week, we talked about the 1993 Bobby Bowden Florida State Seminoles that won a national championship. I thought today we'd go through the season of the 1999 Bobby Bowden national championship season. He was known for a while that he couldn't go undefeated. Well, this particular season he did, went 12-0. And I've got it, I'm pulling it up here. And they started off the season in late August against Louisiana Tech, and they won 41-7. Then they played number 10 Georgia Tech, won 41-35. Then they moved on to play NC State. Now, understand, they're ranked number 1 the entire season, this particular season, in the polls. Number 1 all the way through the season. So they beat number 20 North Carolina State 42-11. Then September 25th, they go to North Carolina, beat them 42-10. Then they're at home versus Duke in October 2nd. They win 51-23. And then number 19 Miami on October 9th. They win 31-21. Then they play Wake Forest at home, win 33-10. Then they go on to Clemson, and they win 17-14. And then October 30th, they play at Virginia, win 35-10. They beat Maryland the next week, 49-10, and then played number 3 Florida on November 20th, winning 30-23. Then January 4th, they played number 2 Virginia Tech. Again, FSU, the entire season, ranked number 1 every single game. They beat number 2 Virginia Tech in the Sugar Bowl 46-29, and they are national champions 1990.
I don't care. That team was loaded with talent.
It was.
I don't care who they played. I think the outcome probably been about the same. But I will say this: that was a pretty easy schedule.
And that was a good Florida team.
Did you hear what I
too.
said? That was a pretty easy schedule.
Well, I got you, but
yeah,
they did.
That was an easy schedule. Come on.
All I know is that they beat number 2, number 3, number 19, number 20, and number 10 during the season.
And call out the names of those schools.
Okay, Georgia Tech at number 10,
Ooh,
North Carolina State at 20, Miami at 19.
They're good.
Florida at number 3.
They played 2 pretty good teams the whole year. Yeah.
And then Virginia Tech was ranked number 2.
They fear them. I fear of them. I fear them too. Yeah.
Oh,
I was around back then. I said this back then. I said it back then. I said
back me up.
I said it back then. That's a pretty easy schedule. That's an easy schedule compared to a lot of other schools. I'm sorry. That team would have beat anybody though.
Yeah.
They were incredible. They were loaded with talent.
Number 1. All year long.
Nicky Andrews' defense was unbelievable. The offense was incredible. That was a real deal.
Undefeated.
Team. Yeah, they were really good. Really good.
Anyway, that's our nostalgia moment for FSU.
You brought back good memories. You brought back some tears. Unbelievable. I remember that Florida game. Wow. And now, honestly, I didn't think the score was a little bit closer than the game, in my opinion. But let's talk about some of our wonderful people here. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better? Do you want to feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that. Hey, look, I got to tell you, Chad. Kimberly was in here Friday, her husband there. That thing went really well to their bodybuilding competition they had here in Bay County at Bay High School.
That thing grows bigger and bigger every year.
More and more people involved.
Wow.
It's really growing. It's taking off. A lot of people involved in it. They did a great job. He never comes in here and asks us what we want, ever. She comes in here within 15 minutes. He had come in this room 4 times. 4 times. We all stop and look at her. What's going on? You never do this.
I would have walked through a wall of fire.
We got that picture. Did you see the picture?
No, because you never said it.
We got it. They did a great job, whoever made it. I'll show it to you here in a second. But anyway, get out and see Jason Kovaleski. He'll be in tomorrow with us and visiting, talking about how good the SEC baseball is unbeatable. We'll talk about that with him. SEC basketball is unbeatable. We'll talk about that. He is a huge SEC fan. Max Fitz Sports Nutrition. Also,
man, he likes stirring up trouble.
I love Steve. Steve's Bike Shop. That guy is incredible. He's a swim coach at Moe's. He does a great job there. Wonderful man. But I'm telling you, with Steve's Bike Shop right across the street from Sam's, they've been serving Bay County since 1979. I got to get late in Tennessee for her birthday, and that's where I'm going to go.
Doc made a good point, too, last time he was here.
Talk about that, Chad.
Yeah.
Electrical bikes.
That was a good idea.
Even if you got a hurt hip, you got heart problems,
Physical therapy.
You can ride out on those bikes. Then you start hurting, you get shortness of breath. Heck, just turn the electricity on, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can pedal it like a regular bike.
Yeah.
You know, now some of them are a little bit heavier than a regular bike, but because of the electronics and motors and that kind of thing. But pedal away, and then if you feel like you're having a hard time getting back, you can always add a little electricity, have a little assist.
Yes, no doubt about that. Give us a call, 215-6290. We appreciate it. But get out to Steve's Bike Shop right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. The guy is incredible. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now, when we get back, we're going to talk about SEC football. We're going to talk about SEC basketball, baseball, right here, all about the Florida Gators with Chad Mitchell. Be right back.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Monday's weather forecast. Possible thunderstorms and some sun this afternoon, anything with a high near 90 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 78. About the same tomorrow, around 89 with sunshine most of the day except isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. A mixture of mostly sunshine and scattered thunderstorms Wednesday and very warm around 91. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
At Brock Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
For the A.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
Your spot for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. Listen live nights and weekends. This is Braves Country. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Gators. Thank you for listening today. Appreciate you turning it on. Leave it here all day long. Appreciate it. If you want to give us a call today, give us a call, 215-629. We hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe. It's hot. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Put that suntan lotion all over you, sunscreen all over you. Protect your skin. It's going to be a beautiful hot day today. And if you do get storms, it's going to be bad because the heat's so bad. Yeah. Some of you get them, some of you don't. If you hear thunder, get inside that light and do not play around with that, especially people at the water park. Get away from the water, get away from those pine trees, get inside a building. And
stay low, stay away from trees.
Yeah. And don't feed the hammerheads.
Do not stay away from the hammerheads. How about that? This shot is incredible. It shows the record-breaking. It shows all the Jell-O shots. It's in that restaurant. It has the board, all the Jell-O shots. Then it has breaking news. This guy set the record yesterday.
It's the Coastal Carolina coach.
He looked all these Jell-O. They got all these Jell-O shots in front of him, and he looks like he's hammered. That is crazy. Whoever did that, that was incredible. Bless his heart. I mean, heck, if it was your team and you're pulling for him, it wouldn't be funny. But I was for LSU.
I definitely would have tried to hold back in the first inning. For sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but being an SEC homer, I'm okay with it. But seriously, I think they did it. I don't know about throwing him out of the game in the first inning. All right, Chad, what do you got for us today on FSU, sir?
Well, we mentioned FSU.
Florida
Did you
State.
say FSU is Florida? It's not the same thing.
It's Monday, man. You are just messed up on
Roll Tide. All right, at Alabama yesterday.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
I've lost control.
Florida Gator update.
Do I need to quit? I'm not coming back next Monday.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, don't come in Monday. If you do, you'll be by yourself. But we did have a great. You did a great job on FSU update, brought to you by Newbies. Now let's jump into the Florida Gator update.
So we talked about the Florida State and their current ranking. You can't not talk about Florida's recruiting and their ranking currently. It's early. It's this is 2026 recruiting. Florida's ranked number 13. And they've got 7 4-stars and good. 6 3-stars. They're doing pretty well. Miami's up there above them with 1 5-star and 9 4-stars.
Yeah, that was before the lawsuit.
Stars, but there's a lot of money.
That was before that
coming out of Miami, as we all know, right? Yeah. And Miami right now is ahead of Texas. Texas is number 9. Anyway, enough of them. We're talking about Florida. Florida's doing pretty good on the recruiting home front here. Not a whole lot to talk about because it's been relatively quiet. So I thought we'd go down memory lane with the Gators as well. We did it in the FSU update. Last week, we talked about Steve Spurrier's 1996 championship team that went 12-1. So I thought we'd do the second national championship, 2006. Urban Meyer's the coach, and they go 13-1. I thought we'd run through that season just to kind of go down memory lane.
We can compare the two teams and who we think's the best.
Well, it's kind of whetting our appetite for college football, right? Is. Even though it's not the same because, they might have been recruiting behind the scenes, but they couldn't do it openly with all the money that we see going on these days. Yeah, this is the good old days, playing with heart. Again, this is the 2006 Florida Gators coached by Urban Meyer. They start off the season ranked number 7, and guess who they play first?
Surfside. I don't know.
Mississippi State. It might as well have been Surfside.
Same thing.
I take that back. It's Southern Mississippi.
Was it Southern Miss?
It's Southern Miss.
Well, that's like the whole they play a powerhouse.
Here we go. See, I set you up.
Hey, Florida's they're not scared to play anybody. That's a man's schedule. Go ahead.
So Florida brings in Southern Miss to the swamp. And by the way, do you know where they got the swamp from?
Steve Spurrier.
What did he say?
He said, only gators get out of the swamp alive.
There you go. Yeah. So anyway, Southern Miss goes into the swamp. They don't come out alive. They The Gators win 34-7. Then September 9th, they play the powerhouse, UCF.
Wow, that's bad mouth on Florida State. This is even worse.
It was. They beat them 42-0.
Dang.
Still ranked number 7th when they get to number 13 Tennessee, and they play at Tennessee
there you
in
go.
Neyland
Real
Stadium,
team, baby. A real team.
And they win 21-20. Close game, good game, right? Then they back home, play Kentucky.
Oh, hell. That's a cupcake.
Watch it.
Another cupcake.
Watch it.
They win 26-7.
Out of the game.
26-7. Wow.
Then and they're ranked number 5 when they play Kentucky. They're still ranked number 5 when they play Alabama.
Oh, wait a minute. They play the Crimson Tide. There you go.
Yeah, at home. Alabama's in the swamp. Gators win 28-13 in front of 90,000 plus people.
Yeah.
Then October 7th, they play at home number 9 LSU. Now notice they
another real team.
Yeah, but notice that they've had most of these games at home, but they played number 9.
I just want. I'm not being ugly, but listen to the schedule compared to another team we talked about.
Let's see, Southern Miss, UCF.
I said LSU,
Kentucky.
Tennessee, Alabama. Okay, we'll go. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, so October 7th, they play number 9 LSU. They win 23-10. Then they're ranked number 2, and they play at Auburn.
There you go, another powerhouse.
Who was ranked number 11.
There you go.
Right? And they lose to Auburn.
War Eagle, baby.
Their only loss of the season, 27-17.
That's what happens. You play a real schedule.
All right. So then, October 28th, they play at home against number 25 Georgia. They win 21-14.
Listen to that schedule. Georgia, Auburn, LSU, Alabama. That's a schedule.
Relatively close game. Then they go to Vanderbilt. They win 25-19. Vanderbilt played them a pretty close game. Then at home with South Carolina, they're ranked number 6 at this point. They win 17-16.
What was South Carolina ranked?
South Carolina was not ranked in the top 25 in that moment. Then they play Western Carolina. Oh, a powerhouse. They win 62-0.
Yeah.
Then Florida goes to Florida State. They're ranked number 4 in the after this. They win 21-14. Then they have Arkansas, who was number 8 at home, or actually I say at home. That was the SEC championship in the Georgia Dome. So it's Florida, number 4, playing Arkansas, number 8. And Florida wins 38-28. And then they play Ohio State, who was ranked number 1.
The Ohio State Buckeyes.
They were ranked number 1.
Look at that schedule.
They played them in Phoenix, or in Glendale, and win 41-14.
I think Ohio State ran the opening kickoff
championship
back in that game. Yeah. That's a real schedule.
Yeah, and that's the 2006 Florida Gators.
Yeah.
So for all you Gator fans, I'm sure you'd like the current season to maybe go this way. We'll see what Napier's got in store.
I agree.
We're all behind
Gators.
Florida.
Go Gators.
We're all behind the Gators.
That was a great year. That's something that you will probably never forget if you're a Gator fan. You had your up and downs. When you lost to Auburn, you thought maybe all hope was gone. But no, that tough schedule they played, helped playing FSU late in the year helped. They're a national power. And you get it done.
And Urban Meyer started his legend.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Urban. Thank you, Chad, for a wonderful moment in Florida history. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got so many. I love Kyle Vandegrift. He was in Friday, did a tremendous job. If you're looking for a new roof, it's Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it, they build it, commercial, real estate. They do everything. Residential, they're incredible. They truly are.
I went on their website, and they have like 4.5, 5-star ratings.
Oh, he's
all
great.
over the place.
He's incredible.
It takes a lot to get a 5-star rating.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard. Anyway, he does a great job. He really, truly does. Vandy Roofing. You looking for a roof? It's Vandy Roofing and no one else. Turf Pro Pest Control. Patrick does a wonderful job. You want the yard look beautiful? Locals taking care of locals. And there's 2 local guys right there. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Turf Pro Pest Control, #1. That yard will look beautiful. That truck's all over Bay Point. Now, if you got bugs, insects coming in your house, I tell you what, they take care of that also. Turf Pro Pest Control, #1. Patrick will be in here, heck, in about soon. We'll get the star in here pretty soon, and we'll have a great time visiting with him. And we'll be right back. We get back what you've been waiting for, the one and only, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Be right back.
The game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Monday's weather forecast. Possible thunderstorms and some sun this afternoon and evening with a high near 90 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 78. About the same tomorrow, around 89 with sunshine most of the day except isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. A mixture of mostly sunshine and scattered thunderstorms Wednesday and very warm around 91. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
WGSX Lynn Haven WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Looking for a portable building? See Best Way Portable Buildings. They have a variety of sizes to choose from and price ranges to fit your budget. Special reminder, mark your calendars for June 28th and 29th from 9 to 3. It's a multi-family yard sale at Best Way Portable Buildings. The best in portable, period. Just north of the Old Mall, Highway 231 in Panama City. And online at bestwayportablebuildings.com. A Golden Age builder.
You don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
What Roll Tide sounds like with a mouthful of donut.
Roll Tide. Hey, call a doc. Get the heart doctor in here. This stuff's unbelievable. This stuff is unbelievable.
Warm donuts.
Roll Tide. Smitty never brings donuts. This morning he brings them in. Patrick just walked in. They're not only good, they're warm. And they're Krispy Kreme. We can't name the company. They're Krispy Kreme. They're good. They're unbelievable.
Can't name the company.
They're really good. Hell, Alabama, but we're going to eat.
I think we should have our own segment where we can, like, take all the donut shops and all the breakfast shops. And
I had one of those so long. That was good.
Rate them as we go along.
They're all good, John.
I'm finding that out real quick.
You only ate yours?
I had to be able to talk. I couldn't be like you. I had to be able to talk.
He went through that. Thank you, Patrick.
Coach is over here talking about Chad already ate his. And
he walks in and goes, I had to run over an Alabama fan to get him. So you did good.
Worth every donut.
Well, anyway, we're back live, 104.3 ESPN Northwest. All right, Alabama Update Day. They did a, I don't know, it was CBS, ESPN, whoever it was. It doesn't really matter. I'll just go with you quickly. Best individual seasons for individual player during the playoff era. And we're into Alabama. They made the playoffs more than any other team in the history of college football. So they had a lot to choose from. But here are some of them, Chad. And let's see if it hits down memory lane for you. It did for me.
Can I say this again?
Individual seasons for team players that made it in the playoff eras. Okay? That would be Derrick Henry. I do remember this.
He's good.
2015, magical year for the Crimson Tide.
Yep.
He did something that's unheard of. He ran the ball 395 times.
Dang.
You just don't do that in a season. Now,
and
remember, he played 15 games, too. Not 10, not 12, 15.
Right,
ball.
but also, remember, Saban, before him, had rotated backs and still rotated.
Yeah, he did with him.
Yeah, he did with him, just maybe not as much.
As the year went on, they found out this is their bread and butter. They get wine.
Like fourth quarter, Derrick Henry.
Finished the game.
Who was the quarterback?
From Florida State boy, Coker. All right, here we go. 300
two-time national champion.
395 carries for unbelievable SEC history-breaking season. 2,219 yards. He's the number one player in SEC history to rush for that many yards in one single season. He averaged 5.6 yards versus SEC defenses. Incredible. He scored.
Now that says something.
Absolutely. He wasn't playing nobodies.
Yeah.
28 touchdowns rushing, 11 receptions for 91 yards. The 6'3.5", 245. He's about 255. 245-pound running back. He went on. He won the SEC championship. He helped him win the national championship.
Man, whatever happened to him?
He also won the Heisman Trophy. He was All-American. And I got to think other things he did. Somebody would interrupt me. The most by any other player in history. He had strength like you would not believe. He had speed for a big man people couldn't comprehend. He was unbelievable. Listen to this, Chad. He had less than 20 carries rushing in 3 of the first 4 games. He had less than 20 yards rushing. Think about that. After that, they found out what they were all about. It was running the ball downhill.
Especially in the fourth quarter.
The quarterback was more of a kind of a play-action guy. Couldn't run very well, but all he did was win 15 games for Alabama.
Saban also saved him for the SEC meat of the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Over the last 11 games, remember, 20 carries, first 3 or 4 games. Over the last 11 games, he averaged 29.8 carries. He averaged 30 carries a game. 30 carries a game in 11 straight games. That's incredible. You'd have to go see Chad Mitchell have to run that ball in the SEC if you're not Derrick Henry. 46 times he ran the ball against the Auburn Tigers for 271 yards in the Iron Bowl at Auburn. Unbelievable. 44 times he ran the ball against Florida in the SEC championship game. I was at that game. 36 times he ran the ball against Clemson in the national championship games. Unbelievable. He was Alabama football.
Now, there was one stat you didn't have on there.
What's that one?
He outweighed every linebacker in the SEC.
Yeah,
he was way bigger than every linebacker.
Listen, they had him listed at 245. He was at least 255. He was a stud. An unbelievable. I was at the Cotton Bowl when they played Michigan State the first round. He stiff-armed a big defensive tackle and threw him to the ground like he's nothing. The guy was
his acceleration was crazy.
You got to see him in person, though, to really comprehend how big this and what a great guy. He is a wonderful man.
One of the craziest stories I've heard about him, and I don't know if it was that season, but they were playing at Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and the opposing team comes out, and there's I forget the player and what team it was, but he comes out and he goes, "Coach," he goes, "Man, they're big. They're not that big, Coach. Look at that defensive lineman." He goes, "That's their running back."
You know what, Derek, 2 things about Derek. I got to meet him with the pregame meal. We were in there. I got to see him. Jared, we're at Disney, okay? I told the story before. We're at Disney. And he's in line ordering stuff. And you could see, look over there, Jared, that's Derrick Henry. I said, no, it's not. Look over there. He's so much bigger than everybody else, built like you would not believe it. So Jared goes over there and goes, Derrick. He turned, he goes, yeah. He's just nice, yeah. He goes, hey, I'm a huge Alabama fan. My dad's over there. He waved to me. He goes, hey, can I get a picture of you? He goes, no, man, I'm on vacation. Turn back around, like, get away from me. Then he turned right back around. No, man, I'm kidding. It's cool as crap. So they got a picture of him and Jared. But he truly is a wonderful person. And you're right. Look what he's done in the NFL.
Yeah.
Look what he's done in the NFL.
Yeah. He reminds me of another SEC player from past
James
years.
Yeah.
Not James Hale.
Oh, my bad.
I was thinking Bo Jackson. Imagine if Bo Jackson didn't dislocate his hip in the NFL.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson would have been another one.
Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, Eric
or if he
Henry.
took football serious. I mean, it was a hobby for him.
That's true. Bo knows now.
His hip got dislocated, y'all. I mean,
and still,
yeah,
he is a freaking those are the three best running backs ever in SEC football: Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, and Derrick Henry. They're all.
I'll take those three against anybody you got.
Imagine a wishbone offense with those three.
Oh,
unbelievable!
I can't even imagine.
The other player they mentioned, there were so many, and I only picked a few to talk about. Bryce Young, 2021 Heisman Trophy winner. What did he do? He threw the ball for 547 times. He completed 366 of those passes. He passed for 4,872 yards, 47 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He was a 66.9% passer, and again wins the Heisman Trophy. He also rushed the ball for another additional 185 yards, 4 touchdowns. He won. Not only did he win the Heisman, he won the Maxwell, the Davey O'Brien. He was one of the most awarded players in Alabama history. Alabama did not win the national championship with him, so you can't put him at number 1. They went 13-2. They lost to Georgia in the national championship game in Indianapolis. It was Georgia's rematch. Bama beats them in the Sugar Bowl. What a game. And another one. Do I have time to do one more? Yeah, I do. Alabama, and I did this one. We always talk about offense. Let's talk about this young man. And I know you love him, Chad. You used to love talking about this guy. At number 3, Alabama's outside linebacker, Will Anderson, Jr.
Oh, man.
2021, he had 102 tackles. He had 35 tackles for loss. He had 17 sacks, 3 pass breakups. He led the nation.
You couldn't double team him.
Listen to this.
You couldn't double team him.
He led the nation. He led the nation in 60. Yes, I said 60 quarterback pressures in 2021.
That's what I'm saying.
60.
You couldn't even double team him. He was
60. That's
everywhere.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's like Chad Mitchell on every.
And when he was doing the pressures, somebody else is doing the
sacking. Yes, team player.
Yeah.
The guy was a freak of nature. And Daniel Bush did a lot to recruit him. His mom and dad loved Daniel. He went to Alabama. In 2021, he had 82 quarterback pressures. What? They're missing school history.
Can't read your writing.
Can't read it.
His legend's growing.
Writes like a doctor.
He had 82. Okay, he had 82, I guess, total. Third in the history of college football. He was a one-man wrecking machine, though. He truly was, and what a great person he was. Team player. What I love about him and Bryce, they didn't make the playoffs. They got robbed and they get to the playoffs. One year they didn't get playoffs when they were both there. I think they were senior year. They go play in the Sugar Bowl, where every other team everybody's players were dropped. FSU, nobody played in the Orange Bowl. These two guys came back and played, not in the playoffs, but the Sugar Bowl against Kansas State. And I think Kansas might have been favored. Alabama drilled them. Now, they did have an insurance policy on both of them, but they both played in the game.
Yeah.
And Chad, you don't see that anymore. People don't play.
Well, hopefully you see it more and more since they're paying out all this money.
Yeah, hopefully they put that in the contract.
I mean, that definitely needs to be in the contract.
That could save the bowl games. Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
They need to be playing in these games. If you're going to get paid like a professional, at that point,
Absolutely.
You can be in the bowl game.
Yeah. They should have incentives.
Yep.
Bonus pay for bowl games.
I agree with that.
Him and Bryce Young play it. That is your Alabama update. What 3 great competitors that we talked about here? And there's a lot more that we could choose from. Najee Harris, you name it. There were a lot more out there. But these guys are truly incredible. Derrick Henry is one of my favorite players.
John's saying we got to go to a break. He's forcing you into a break.
That was mean, what you just did. Patrick, what's the best way to get up you? I want that yard lead better. I don't want to have to worry about bugs. What do I got to do?
Give us a call on our local number, 850-890-5820. We're also on Facebook at Turf Pro PC. We can get out there and give you a customized quote for your yard and then execute the plan that we come up with.
That's the key. Listen, let him do his job, then let him execute it. He will score. They will win. They're nothing but winners. They're incredible. Turf Pro Pest Control, number one. Use them like I do. They are incredible. I know somebody in this room right now, his yard is pathetic. It's embarrassing. Maybe, he takes a little pride in himself. I'm not going to mention anybody's name, Chad. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Braves are back.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
And ESPN Northwest Florida is your exclusive radio home for Braves country.
He just wrecked that thing. Straight away center, a homer for Riley.
Sales, Strider, Acuna, Ozzie, Riley, Profar, and Coach Snitker lead a stellar lineup. Listen live nights and weekends on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Monday's weather forecast. Possible thunderstorms and some sun this afternoon, anything with a high near 90 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 78. About the same tomorrow, around 89 with sunshine most of the day except isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. A mixture of mostly sunshine and scattered thunderstorms Wednesday and very warm around 91. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red royals, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Hi folks, it's Tracy with Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Coin and Bullion Reserves. Did you know that we do more than just sell some of the finest jewelry in town? We can engrave on your wedding band, locket, Yeti cup, or almost anything. Need your watch battery changed? We can do that too. Our expert will even evaluate your coin collection. And of course, we always pay top dollar for your old gold and silver jewelry. See, there's a lot more to Tracy's Fine Jewelry than a lot of pretty sparkly things. Come and see us today at Tracy's Fine Jewelry.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. Well, what's the bad news? Your hat's on fire.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
They are scrubs. That's a good thing about scrubs.
Eagle, hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, all you Auburn Tigers throughout the Panama, Florida, War Eagle. Get out to Beef Braised Lynn Haven. You want a great meal, great atmosphere, great times, TVs everywhere. Watch any kind of sporting event that's going on. That is Beef Braised Lynn Haven. Go check it out. Pat Purden, the city commissioner of Lynn Haven, does an incredible job. Go check his restaurant out. You will be glad you did. Beef Braised Lynn Haven, and tell him Coach sent you. Patrick Chad's in here. Eugene Manley was supposed to be here. Glenn Eugene Manley.
But it didn't rain, so he's
Texted
on the
said
golf
he was
course.
coming last night. Then guess what? This morning, early, I can't make it. I'm like, whoa. I wonder if he's with this
He knew
young
you
man.
were going to be here.
Yeah. Let's take this phone call.
Can you blame him, Chad?
No, I don't.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Hall of Famer.
Where are you?
I'm just riding down the road.
Are you by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
not with you.
Oh, no, there was no golf today.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting. Okay.
But I had to call because that last segment was I was about to fall asleep. So I had to.
Now you know why I brought donuts.
Yeah, okay, make it stronger, Big Daddy. Go ahead.
That's why he cut it short because I was yawning.
What do you got for us? Go ahead.
Well, I knew that since I had to listen to the Alabama update. Auburn was next, so I just had to let you all guys know that I don't know if you read or not yesterday that Georgia just flipped a big 4 or 5 star, depending on which service you look at, linebacker from Auburn.
Yeah, I saw that. That's some.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Kirby Smart, baby. Kirby Smart.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's money. It's not Kirby Smart. It's money.
Money Smart. You're money smart. Yeah. Kirby can recruit, brother.
And if he's got money, Kirby can recruit.
Hey, he recruited okay for you guys, didn't he, Coach?
Yes, sir.
He sure did.
We take him. We'll take him back. We'll bring him right back. Patrick's a big Auburn guy. Patrick, he's a big Auburn guy. They did. I just saw that. They did lose him. And he's been committed to Auburn for a long time.
Yeah, sure did. That's okay. But I used to be a big Georgia guy, but I'm losing weight now.
You nut. Well, I don't know now. People are questioning your commitment. I mean, your statement that watch out, this is the real deal Georgia team. Other people are going, well, not so fast, my friend.
I'm not saying they're as good as like the 21 team, but I think they could be as good as the 22 team. Really, really, really.
The problem is their dang schedule so dang tough. They got
but at least this year we got the hard games at home.
Yeah. Now, hey, Ole Miss is good. That quarterback's pretty good. They got Ole Miss is going to be tough. Texas is Texas is as good as anybody in the country. Auburn's a lot better. This is the year of the Auburn Tigers, or they're going to be a new coach. I really believe that. He's got to get done this year.
You know, we only beat Texas twice last year. The last time Ole Miss was at Athens, we put 52 on them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's okay.
What about Bama? Did they put it on Bama, or is it going to be a close one?
Well, it's going to be just like 2021 again, national championship game.
See, I'm not believing in Bama. Do I see it? I got to see it before I can believe it.
We'll see. I think believe it or not, I think we'll find out about Alabama the first weekend. Because I think Florida State's going to be better than people think.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think Gus Malzahn is a good hire. The new coaching staff over there, I think they had some good guys there. New blood, new energy, new players. I'm with you. It won't shock me a bit if Bama loses that game. The loser of that game, the coach is on the hot seat big time. Big time.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think if Bama goes in there and beats them a couple of touchdowns, then you better look out. Bama's going to have a great year. If it's a close game or Florida State should look up and win, look out. Alabama, it could be like last year, 3-4 losses.
Yep, you're exactly right.
If you're looking for 2 tickets, gas, and some money, where can we go, Patrick? Where can we find 2 tickets to this game?
You can go to our website at turfpropc.com. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a football. Click on that, and then you can get your raffle ticket for 2 tickets to the Florida State-Alabama game and a tank of gas. It's $25 per raffle ticket. We're going to draw it out here live on ESPN Radio.
Live, right here on ESPN Radio. If I win it, don't question it.
We're going to let Coach reach into the box and pull the tag. Yeah. It may take the whole show.
I can tell you who the winner is right now.
Coach.
Hey, John, it may take the whole show for him to get it out. But.
I've been there before, just like James grabbing a bill at dinner.
Hey, Conrad, I got to give you some love, man. I didn't believe it, but you did it. I didn't think it would work. It did. Those bomb busters that you created for the U.S. military, they did their job this past week. And that's incredible, man. It's amazing how smart you are. Give your son some credit for that, too. Y'all, that was a family son project they did a long time ago, and it worked. I mean, it's amazing.
And we used Glenn Manley gas in it, so it was
that was the real key right there.
That's right.
Wait, I thought the Geneva Convention barred that gas.
Yeah. Can you believe that, though? They thought we were coming in from the west. We came in from the east. That was incredible. That truly was remarkable what they did.
Sent out a whole bunch of them out to the west.
Amazing, man.
And it snuck in 7 of them that coming in on, like you said. That was amazing. Good job.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, what else you got? Come on, Conrad, help me. What else you got?
Well, there ain't enough time in the world to help you. It is what it is.
Hey, what are you hearing? Are you hearing anything about the local high school football team? Is it going to be Mosley and everybody else? What is Bay got a shot to be good?
I think they shocked me when they went over to South Walton and they beat them like they did in the spring. I wasn't expecting that at all.
What about Bozeman? I'm hearing good things about Bozeman. What do you hear about Bozeman? That new coach?
I haven't heard a thing. Yeah, I haven't heard a thing about Bozeman.
Okay.
I'm just kind of out of it. The older you get and the farther in retirement you get, the people quit talking to you as much.
Yeah. I hear you. Chad,
but it is what it is.
All right,
the coach is going to do good at Arnold. He's going to have that program going, Coach Griffin.
Oh, yeah. He got it going. He already has it going. Bozeman's going to be good. Arnold, Bay, Rutherford now. I think Coach does a great job at Rutherford.
Yeah. The problem, it's just what he has to choose from over there. It's not like the rest of them.
Yeah.
But it is. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He coached with us for a little while.
Yeah. Well, Coach, let me let you go. I got to get my Auburn updated. And thanks for calling. I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
Go
have
Dogs.
A great show.
Go Dogs.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about the winningest states. Chad, this is kind of different. The winningest states now. Now, I don't know if they brought every school in the state is involved in this, or just their
college football.
Yeah, just their top couple schools. I'm not sure. I really don't know. They didn't really state how they came up with this. But the number one state for winning percentage, who is it?
The number one state for winning percentage? It's going to be Georgia.
Idaho. Boise State. That state has another good football team besides Boise State, I guess. I didn't know any of these either. 74.1% they do, so great job. What's the number?
What's their schedule?
The number two state.
Idaho?
The number two state.
Whatever.
Winning states percentage-wise. What's the number two
of their
state?
schedule.
What's the number two state?
It would have to be Georgia.
All right, so number two is Rhode Island.
Nebraska. Nebraska. 68%.
North Dakota.
Another dumpster fire.
Number three. What state is it? Y'all will never get this.
Wyoming. Pennsylvania.
They got good players now.
No, they do
Penn
have
State,
good players.
You got Penn State.
That one I believe.
63.7%. What's number four state? War Damn Eagle. The great state of Alabama. Alabama and Georgia, they're at 63% winning. Number five, the Georgia Bulldogs. Well, the state of Georgia.
Now you're getting
which I would have
realistic.
I think
that's
Georgia,
what I say.
I think Georgia's number one state, period, in football. I think they're over Florida. I think they're over Texas. Well, I don't know about Texas.
What about Florida?
No, I mean, come on, man. We're not even a southern state. Georgia. They have Georgia, they have Georgia Tech, and they have Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern wins big.
Yeah, they did.
That state, 60.3%.
Remember when you told me they
Number
they
six,
weren't that big a deal.
the great state that Chad loves, Oklahoma. You got Oklahoma State. You got the Oklahoma Sooners.
I can't stand them.
59.1.
No Oklahoma
And number
Sooners.
7, biggest winning state.
New Mexico.
The Florida. The Florida. You got FSU. You got Florida. You got UCF, Chad State. 58.9. Number 8, Wisconsin. 58.1. And number 9, the most communist state out there, or is Michigan, Eddie? Michigan. You got Michigan, you got Michigan State. Michigan State used to be a power. Back in the day, they were a power. Michigan, the state of Michigan, 57.4. Number 10, South Carolina. You got Clemson, South Carolina. You got Coastal Carolina. They are 56.7. Number 11, the great state of Minnesota, 56.7. Number 12, California. They got a lot of schools, 56.3. Number 13, Utah, they're 56.1. They're tied with Arizona with 56.1. Then you go up in the Midwest. It's not Ohio. It's Indiana, 54.5. Missouri, 54.3. West Virginia, great state. Turn out great coaches, 54.2. And the great state of Tennessee, 54%. And Washington at 54%. I must have left out Ohio. They didn't make it. But and seriously, I don't know how they got this data. I don't know how they did it. That's all
messed up to me.
I don't know what they did. It was every college team.
They're taking the college teams.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was
over
all
a time
of them.
period.
That makes sense in California. You have so many.
Division I.
A lot of them are very good.
Idaho?
They drew those out.
You got Boise State. They win like no other. They always win.
Well, look at their schedule.
But who's the other school?
Nebraska was 68.
No, in Idaho.
I don't know.
Is there another one?
Must be.
They got a Division III school that's really good out there, too, and I can't think of the name of it. I don't know. But Florida was at number 7. Texas, I didn't hear Texas.
Texas has a couple programs that aren't very good.
Yeah, they got a lot of them aren't very good, yeah. So, yeah, I guess I get it now. But anyway, that has been your Auburn Update, brought to you by Conrad Mood. Get out and see Conrad. He'll sign it, he'll do it, he'll play with it. He is unbelievable, the one and only Conrad Moon. Get out to Beef Roadways, Lynn Haven. Have yourself a wonderful meal. When you're through there, head on down and see Chad Mitchell. Chad, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Robot. The guy is incredible with the robots. He can do it all. It's amazing. Also, Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. You want a 10-speed for your granddaughter? Yeah, I do. Go there, get the best you can get. She wants a blue one. Steve's Bike Shop, right there on 23rd Street. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. Wear a helmet. Be safe. They go to about 30 miles an hour. It's incredible. They got all-wheel drive electrical bikes if you want to go hunting, go up and down mountains and stuff. They got the whole kind of selection for you. Steve's Bike Shop, 23rd Street. Stevenson Air Conditioner #1, not even close, Roll Tide. They are locals, taking care of locals. I got locals in this room right now that are incredible. We'll be right back with the one and only Wildcat Smitty, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
Sit your ass down and shut up!
Call or text the Afternoon Underdogs on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida with your rants, hot takes, picks, and takedowns.
This is unacceptable at the University of Alabama!
This could go 7 games. You've got to have a bad game at some point.
The Red 70s studio line, 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. Get in the game.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose, hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions. Or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, the best place in town to take a leak.
Tired of flipping through channels and finding nothing good? Introducing Scorpion TV. Over 5,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch 400 local network channels from Panama City and most markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. It's more than sports. Scorpion TV offers premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, 200-plus entertainment and news networks, or watch thousands of movies on demand, all for just $45 a month when you use the ESPN NW promo code at checkout. Watch on up to 5 devices at the same time. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. Scorpion TV gives you everything you want for less. Cut the cord, not the fun. To score Scorpion TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click on the Scorpion TV logo. Don't forget our promo code ESPN NW.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Have you ever heard yet? LSU out of the SEC wins another, yes, I said another national championship.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Patrick saw it, and he has a little bit of information about the game and what was said, the interview process. Patrick, and let us know what's going on.
Okay, so it affected the game, but it didn't affect the outcome, I don't think. Let's just start there. The call that was argued when the ejection happened was, when you look at the picture, it's a ball. according to the Coastal Carolina coach in the post-game interview, they gave him a warning. He asked why, and they said for arguing balls and strikes. And then the camera actually shows this. It pictures to him, and he goes, "That's because you've missed 3 calls." And when he says that, immediately Hernandez throws him out. Ironically, the first base coach gets thrown out by Hernandez also, not the first base umpire. He's walking back to the first base box saying something, and Hernandez, standing on the first baseline, turns around and throws him out. So they throw him out. The most interesting thing I thought about this, those coaches are suspended for 2 games.
Yeah.
So the start of next year, they're going to be suspended for the first game. Like, that's going to matter. But I don't feel like in that type of situation, that type of game, the umpire, you don't just automatically throw somebody out. Yes, I understand what the rule is. The rule is you can't argue balls and strikes. You leave the dugout, it's an ejection.
Define argue.
Well, and that's the
can you criticize? If he's kicking dirt on his shoes and calling him an SOB.
I don't think he even cussed him.
No, he literally goes, "That's because you've missed 3." That's when he tossed
Did he tell him he needed an eye exam?
I'm of the opinion when something like that, and you get a situation like that, because you look at the replay and you can see the catcher catches it almost in the batter's box. It's on the line, directly from the pitcher from center field that they've shown. I'm of the opinion that the umpire then at that time should call both coaches over and say, "Hey, no more. Stop. Anybody else does it, we're throwing you out." That to me is more, don't make it about yourself as the umpire. You're there to call balls and strikes. You're there to call outs or safe.
Doesn't he have a history of this?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Well, he was a Major League umpire for 30 years. He's had a ton of controversial calls. When he, quote-unquote, retired in Major League Baseball, bought him out of his contract, half the players applauded. I mean, that speaks for itself when the players are saying, "Hey, you're one of the worst ones," and they show there's games in Major League, and I'm not trying to bash on the umpire. He made some good calls in the game. He missed some calls. That's going to happen.
He made some good calls.
Well, yeah, he called some balls and strikes that are there that you might have looked at.
Chad made this a point, though, and I got to. Do I agree with Chad? Most of the time I do. He made a point. He said it's a judgment call. Baseball's not. It's a judgment. In the eyes of the ump, it was a strike.
You know what?
In the eyes of the head coach, it was not.
We need a robotic umpire. That's what we need. We need a robotic umpire.
It's coming. AI's coming.
Puts the box up there and sees where the ball goes within that. No,
it's already here. They do it in the major leagues.
Yeah, they do. But it's
you
not
can
used
challenge
officially.
A ball strike.
Right, you can challenge with it. Yeah.
But what's going to happen, and I think this is going to urge it on. Some of this, it's an umpire's opinion, is going to go away. There's going to be some type of box. And this is not something that's going to be brand new. They've been using this stuff in tennis for 20-something years. If the ball's in or out, it calls it on the court. Very seldom does an umpire call it in or out in tennis anymore. It's a noise.
Yeah.
Chad?
Actually, I was hearing about your iPhone that can do that. You can set up an iPhone somewhere with this app on it, and it'll call whether it's out or not. And for tennis.
One of the arguments I was laughing at is you read some of the comments on the internet was, how's he calling balls and strikes as a coach, or arguing them from the dugout? And somebody's responding in there. He goes, most teams have somebody in center field with a camera or something, and they're relaying it back to the dugouts. Mm-hmm. That was a ball. That was a strike. This is to try and keep the coaches at bay.
Yeah.
Umpires are going to miss calls.
I just hate if it would have been the 9th inning or the 7th or the 5th, would people be going nuts like they did since it was the first?
The interesting thing on now LSU's pitching. The Coastal Carolina pitcher had right at 20 pitches in the top half of the inning. The LSU pitcher was only at like 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you say a 2-game suspension?
Yeah.
Correct.
They would have.
And it's
That's crazy.
It's for college baseball has a rule that if you continue to argue the call, it's an automatic 2-game suspension.
Yeah. And he would not, John, play back the show and listen. He wouldn't have, neither one of them would have been able to coach in the game today. They wouldn't have coached today if they would have won. That's what everybody's talking about. They wouldn't have been there.
Here's the crazy thing. The head coach wouldn't have been able to put the starting lineup or pick the pitcher or anything. He is
out.
Gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first base coach.
And from what I understand, when the game is over, at the end of the game, he's not even allowed to come in and address the team or stay with the team at their facility, wherever they're staying at. He has to leave.
Wow.
That's pretty harsh for just that little bit.
Thank you, Doc. That was my point.
Yeah.
Just over an opinion. Strike or ball. Who was correct? Was it strike or was it a ball?
Well, maybe we shouldn't have that rule. Maybe we should go back and address it. I get the umps. They don't want to be harassed by coaches over calls. But, for years that was the case. And if you don't like it, let's turn it over to the robots. Let the robots
here's a simple fix to that.
Well, let's just have robots play the game for us, and we'll all sit on our big fat butts and drink coffee and eat donuts.
Some people wanted them to do all the operations for them.
Here's something that I think, after watching this weekend, that I think the NBA and college basketball has gotten correct. When there is a warning or something, they announce it over the PA system to the entire crowd. I think Major League Baseball, college baseball, and all that should now have to do that. When there's a challenge, they do stop, and then they announce what the result was. When you get something like happened in the bottom half of that inning, and you give a warning to the coaches, college football does it. When there's a sideline warning, they stop, and they say there's a sideline warning.
Yep.
Before the ejection can happen, I think you should have to announce to the crowd, we have a dugout warning for arguing balls and strikes.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
You got a warning for arguing the call at first base or home plate or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that allows both of them to know officially you've been warned, and the whole crowd knows.
I want to do that.
Then the crowd can start throwing beer bottles.
I want to start that here, Wildcat. When Miss Shea tries to call, I want you to warn us, and then we'll let you know if we'll accept it or not.
I'll throw some sound effects up to give you a warning.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the nuclear strike warning?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. I borrow that one from the Navy.
Turn the lights off.
Better watch out. He's part of the military. He might trick you into thinking he's coming from the West.
That's right. He might think he's calling. He'll make, I'm calling you, but he'll be at the front door.
Yeah. What do y'all think? How do you think the LSU fans responded? Like LSU fans do.
Some of them do.
Yeah. They responded
during
like
the game.
they
went crazy and cheered.
Oh yeah.
During the game.
And the other fans would have done the same thing. Maybe. The LSU fans are a different breed. They're good.
Any fan that's in that situation when something like that happens, there's going to be noise.
Their team,
and you're going to cheer but when you look at the whole situation, you really understand it. There's a lot of LSU fans out there now that are going.
Would it
really?
Would it be? Should people be upset and badmouth LSU fans for their response to what happened in that game?
It has nothing to do with Jello shots.
Why would two Buckeye guys even bring that up? The LSU fans over a call like that? I don't get that. Is it hate? Is it jealousy? Does it just not mean as much in the Big Ten? I don't get it.
I thought the Arkansas fans would have reacted more harshly to that.
I do too. They'd have probably slaughtered a pig or something. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, all right, let's take a break. We get back. We're going to do some. Can I do this real quick?
You don't do whatever you want.
All right.
It's Monday.
Chad, this question's to you because I know Patrick knows the answer. Wildcat, don't help him. Wildcat.
As he asked the guy with the doctor's degree.
All right, he's on his own.
What team has the most national championships? Is it LSU, Texas, or Southern Cal?
In what?
Most national championships.
You mean
overall?
period?
Most national championships in baseball.
I'd say LSU.
Who you got? Wait a minute. Be fair and balanced. You just told me I couldn't USC, LSU, or
LSU
Texas.
or Texas.
Which three teams?
Texas.
Who has the most national championships? Who?
Texas.
LSU.
We got one LSU, one Texas.
It's LSU.
Southern Cal Trojans have 12 national championships. Okay. LSU has 8. Texas has 6.
I forgot about it. It's from way back.
Way back.
Oh, so it's like the Alabama national championships.
No. No, because those are real, too.
Those are real. Those are real.
Yeah. No, it's like way back.
We won those in our mind.
Yeah.
Those are real.
You forget about that, but that's a good point. You know, USC was a powerhouse back in the day in baseball.
So after the College World Series was started, LSU has the most.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some of our great, outstanding people. We got so many, it's just amazing to me. Big Fro Brady's Lynn Haven, David Adamson. We got the one, the myth, the legend, Dr. Ward. 1 in 5 developed skin cancer can be deadly. We don't worry about it. We got Dr. Ward. The guy's incredible. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. I love Jason Kozlowski. Listen to him tomorrow. He'll have some great news about SEC baseball, football. He loves the SEC. It's incredible. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Monday's weather forecast. Possible thunderstorms and some sun this afternoon, anything with a high near 90 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight and a temperature of 78. About the same tomorrow, around 89 with sunshine most of the day except isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. A mixture of mostly sunshine and scattered thunderstorms Wednesday and very warm around 91. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for a new way to explore Bay County? Or maybe your trusty bike needs a tune-up? Head to Steve's Bike Shop. They've got a huge selection of new and used bicycles, plus the latest electric bikes to get you where you need to go fast. And if your bike is acting up, their expert technicians repair all makes and models, even electric bikes. Serving Bay County for 46 years. Steve's Bike Shop, 1924 West 23rd Street, right across from Sam's. Steve's Bike Shop. Your ride starts here.
That Boot Store invites you to stop by and help celebrate the opportunity to live in the greatest country on God's green earth, the good old USA. That Boot Store is proud to carry the highest quality American-made boots, along with a complete line of Western accessories. Next to Billboard Kia on 15th Street, open Tuesday through Thursday 9 till 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. And remember what Joe always says, put Jesus in your life every day.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of your Atlanta Braves. All right, Chad. Seriously, get back to the fish. The bottom line is it's an opinion. It's a strike. It's a ball. Nobody knows exactly if it was or wasn't because they don't do replays. They don't do this. They don't do that. You guys got the answer for it. But the official tells you shut up. You got to shut up.
You know,
right?
football did this. You know, college football did this. And, my buddy who's the retired referee, he was saying that when they made this rule change, I don't know, was it 2 or 3 years ago, something like that they showed them like 10 videos so that they could understand what they were trying to stop. And 8 of those 10 videos were Nick Saban. No kidding. He was
Nick would have got thrown out.
Well, you have to understand. My buddy's an Alabama fan. He wasn't. He only officiated a couple of SEC games, but.
I'm not taking that call.
He was telling me about the videos.
I don't want that call.
Hey, if they'd have went back further in history, it'd have been every great coach. They would have shown videos of that.
Exactly.
One of the coolest things, and I've got a friend that played football for Steve Spurrier, pretty famous kid. I don't want to get into that, but he told me one of the things that Spurrier taught them is you don't argue with the refs.
Yep.
That is my job, and I will do it.
Right.
And that was one of the things I loved about Steve Spurrier.
Yep.
His players, you never saw them berating a ref or do anything.
Nope.
But he would on the sidelines, and then again in the postgame.
It was his job to defend his players. Yeah, not the players' job to defend themselves. Absolutely.
Well, let's say, I wanted to get in with you something, Patrick, that Wisconsin-Miami deal, that lawsuit, but we'll take this non-opinion phone call right here. The dictator himself. Good morning, sir. How are you? How's your buildings over there? How's your nuclear facility now?
My what?
Nothing. Go ahead. Good morning.
I'm a bomber guy. I flew B-1s back when I was active duty.
Yes, I did know that.
That's awesome.
All right, thank you.
So we need you to go over to the Strait of Hormuz.
I'm not saying anything. So anyway, I'm not saying
not releasing
anything.
any information.
You sound tired today. You okay?
I was out in Destin all weekend. Kelly had a golf tournament out at Emerald Bay all weekend, so it was hot and play got suspended because typical Florida weather and all that. She had to make up the round on yesterday, so she played 23 holes yesterday. And then drove back and got the stupid traffic, the stupid tourists, all that crap. So, and then that new Dolly area traffic's terrible by Pier Park and all that. That's a mess.
Don't ever say anything bad about Dolly again. Ever.
I know. I didn't say nothing bad about Dolly. I'm saying the traffic in a new place is bad, and our politicians and engineers need to figure out a better way.
We don't talk politics on this show.
Hey, Eddie, did you go over there and straighten out all the local politicians about, where you can use the beach at? No, where you can use the beach at in Destin?
I personally don't like Destin. I think it's overrated. A bunch of stuck-up snobs over there. I just go there because Kelly had a tournament.
Destin's a beautiful place and beautiful people.
There's a lot of people from Michigan from there.
Wolverine. That was a Wolverine convention he's talking about.
No, you're wrong. People from Michigan go down to Tampa. They follow I-75 down.
Hey, Michigan. Hey, Eddie, I'm from Destin.
Michigan.
I know a bunch of people that are from Michigan there.
Well, like possibly true, retired military, but the majority of the Michigan folk from up there that live down here just follow 75, and you'll see it just like a bunch of New York and the East Coast just follow 95, and a lot of the people in the Panhandle are from lower Alabama, Georgia, and all that.
A lot of people.
I am a geography major, so I kind of have an idea. So anyway, just saying. Double major from the Air Force Academy, just saying. Anyway,
a lot of people from down that live down there, grew up down there, are leaving because of certain people moved in down there. Yeah, you're right. Michigan people.
I would not doubt that, but a lot of people move down here have the same ideals as you and I, Coach. So anyway, just saying.
Yeah. How'd your son do?
Oh, it was my daughter, Kelly. She got a
I thought you went to a quarterback. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I had that too. So we left Friday. Eddie has quarterback training in Freeport at Hammock Bay Saturday morning, and I had to come back to the hotel, pick up Kelly, take her to Emerald Bay, out on the golf course, come back, chill out, watch College World Series, go to bed, wake up, had a 0600 wake up on Sunday to make up for the rain delay. Then I was on the golf course and made it back around 7, 8 o'clock last night.
I want your opinion on something. I don't know if you know much about it. Wisconsin suing Miami, tampering. I get where they're coming from. Maybe this stops everything. I don't. What do you think about that situation?
Doesn't everybody tamper with everybody?
Yeah,
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're just buttered that it happened to them, and now they're making a stink and all that because they're coming on the short end of the stick. But if the tide were turned, they wouldn't be saying nothing.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's your opinion. I get it. Coming from someone that supports a team that cheats to win, I get it. I get it.
It's a depressing day today, man. I mean, there's no College World Series.
I know. You're right.
I was
Nothing
hoping
to
to go to Game 3. The Tigers have an off day today. My Detroit Tigers have an off day.
I mean, Eddie, you could be me. I've had to spend 2 hours on this show.
I was thinking of calling, but Coach wasn't being very nice here. I'm not going to tell you what he was doing over text to me.
Hey.
But I had to help you guys get the show back on the rails here. Sven, you got to control
look, there's a bird.
more. Multiple birds. Just saying, not one, multiple.
Hey, Michigan, what do you think about Oklahoma Vanderbilt? You think he's going to survive that week 1? I think they got Michigan week 1 and week 2. What do you think? Who wins that game, Michigan or Oklahoma? Seriously, because y'all have had some situations going on there. And I think you guys are on the road. That's a huge game for him and his career. What do you think about that week 1 game?
Oklahoma Stadium is small, man. It ain't the big house. It only holds like 70, 80,000, if that. It's puny.
Right.
Michigan's going to go in there and win. Vanderbilt's probably got a year or two because he's a grad Oklahoma, right? So they might give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'll tell you, he needs to start winning quick or he's gone.
No, I don't think they're going to be patient this year. I think he's got to win big time now. I don't think it's no more time. Auburn, same way. I think Auburn's got to win now also.
Auburn's got to win now. Venables, I think he's in year 3, right?
Yeah.
This will be his 4th year.
Fourth year. I think he's got one more year after this year, and if he doesn't do it, then he's gone. But Freeze is on a hotter seat than Venables, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Just curious about that. Oh, I wanted to ask you too, because you kind of got the ear. You got to kind of hear what's going on. We hadn't really jumped into high school football. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of movement going around. Who do you think? Is it Mosley and everybody else? Or I'm hearing Bay's going to be good. I'm hearing Bozeman's going to be a lot better now that they got coach there. What are you hearing?
I got to refrain now since Eddie's in high school. I can't get my opinion.
I mean, well, it's just
what?
It's just who's going to be good.
I can't get my opinion anymore on high school football.
Well, we have breaking news. Eddie can't give his opinion.
Yeah,
Eddie's lost his opinion.
Yeah.
That is breaking news.
I can't do it.
You're the people's caller.
The people's caller, and you can't tell us what's going on?
Oh.
You can call and badmouth the superintendent, the school board members?
The conflict of interest, man. I gotta be like Switzerland. I gotta be neutral on the air. Did you ask me offline? I'll tell you how I really feel. But on the air, I can't.
All right.
Of course, I'm gonna pull for the school where my kids go to school.
And
right?
where's that going to be?
I already told you this already, Coach.
Tell the world.
By the way, who is David Adams? It's David Adamson. And it's Tua, not Tula.
What school is he going to? What school is he going to? What school is he going to?
We went through this last week, man.
What school? We got people listening today that didn't listen last week. What school?
You know where he's going? You tell him.
He's going to Arnold, right?
Knows where he's going.
Arnold. He's going to Arnold, right?
No.
What? I thought he was going to Arnold.
That's where he should be going. He should be going to Arnold.
Yeah. Hey, listen, appreciate the call. Hang up on him. All right. Patrick, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call us on our local number, 850-890-5820, or look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC, Locals Taking Care of Locals.
Locals Taking Care of Locals, that's the key right there. And this man right here, 26 years, the guy who's been taking care of Bay County athletes. Chad, real quick, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344. You can look me up at chadmitchellmd.com.
We're out, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Here's what's happening
Hi, this is Ryan Mulvey, and thank you for nominating the Inside Drive on the 2025 Best of Bay. To vote for the Inside Drive as the best radio show in Bay